Hey, Yater. Yeah? What's one way we can improve Yaters' yap? How about we get a sponsor? But who would sponsor us? Grundfos Pumps? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Make sure you end it with, for all your pumping needs.
Give me a home among the gum trees, with lots of plum trees. A sheep or two, a kangaroo, a clothesline out the back, veranda out the front, and an old rocking chair.
Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Yaters' Yap. This week we've got boom recruit Matthew Raymond joining me. Matthew, how are you?
Well, thanks, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. How's your day been?
Busy. Work's always pretty busy, and got a lot going on at the moment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. What do you do
keeps
for
me
work
pretty
again?
It's hard to. I'm essentially a consultant.
Yeah.
I work for Deloitte. I'm
Deloitte, yep.
a consultant, then I work in a risk advisory practice. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you work with Michael Formicella? He's also a member of Deloitte, sir.
Yeah, not directly.
Not
We're in
directly.
different teams, but we work for the same company.
Yeah,
So
obviously.
I speak to him occasionally. I saw him the other day at work,
Oh,
actually.
beautiful,
So,
beautiful. Now, the question on everyone's lips, how'd you kick it? The goal.
I will tell you as soon as I know, mate.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it again, put it that way.
I actually think we've got some footage of it.
There's Eddie Betts again, keeps it alive. That's a right off banana, and he didn't even get it all.
That's what I'm going to put some fake footage in. Put some fake footage in.
I couldn't do it again, so
Yeah.
I don't know, I picked the footy up and I kicked it, and what do you know, it
Yeah.
went through, so sometimes you get them.
Well, usually when you're like me, you can plan it a bit better, but that's all right. Anyway, how have you found the start to the season on a personal scale?
Look, I think I'm probably not going quite as well as I'd like. I'm probably not quite as consistent. I think I do some good things every now and again, and some other times I probably don't find as much of the footy as I'd like. So I'm hoping that I can work my way into form. I guess I probably underestimated how big a change it was.
Yeah, obviously that change was coming from Woodville West Torrens, a league and reserves team, and you're coming down to Division 5. There is quite a few grades that you have dropped. So you're saying you've struggled a little bit with that change, is that correct?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a very different game, which is something I've picked up on, and I probably didn't realise how different and how big the change was.
What differences have you noticed so far?
Just probably position differences for
Yep.
myself, where I run, my running patterns are obviously a little bit different now. I'm trying to find the footy, the ball doesn't move quite as quickly, and it doesn't move in the same way. So trying to get to the right positions now, where previously I might have found a bit more of it, I'm finding I'm in the wrong position a bit. So
Yep.
yeah, but hopefully I'm hoping I can work my way in.
Yeah, well, obviously it's going to take a little bit of time. I think everyone sort of knew that at the start of the season. At Woodville, what did you learn most that you probably wouldn't have learned playing Div 5 footy over those couple of years?
Jeez, that's a good question. I learned heaps, I think, but probably the biggest difference, I suppose, or the biggest thing that I was a part of was probably a winning culture.
Yep.
And I don't mean any disrespect by that, but when I was at CBC the couple of years before I went out to Woodville, it's well known that we got relegated.
Yep, 2
Both
years in a row.
those years, yep. And it was a bit of a losing culture, and not to suggest that, we didn't have the cattle or anything, but being part of a winning culture was something that was very different for me.
Yep.
I learned a lot from it. I learned a lot about expectation and what it takes to win games of footy. And so, if anything, I'm hoping that I've been able to try and bring some of that back. Now, even though I'm probably not finding as much of the footy as I'd like it, at least if I can bring some of that with
Yeah.
me, and it rubs off on other people, that's...
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely feel that the experience already being around, we are a very young group, and you yourself are obviously not old, but bringing that winning culture and that culture that you've brought from Woodville West Torrens is definitely up the ante as such. You've lifted the standard, I felt, just on a personal level. So thank you very much for doing that. Before you came back, was it a hard decision to leave Woodville?
I mean, look, it's something that's played on my mind for a couple of years. Training as much as we did and being around the club as much as we did was absolutely fantastic, but at times it got tough, and rocking up every week playing reserves footy,
Yep.
which is what I was doing, is it took its toll. So I'd spoken to a few of the guys about it over the couple of years. But if I'm being brutally honest, it's probably not a decision I wanted to make as much as I was forced into it with work commitments and stuff. So you don't make a living playing SNFL footy, especially reserves footy. But even in league, it's not enough for a living. So when an opportunity came up with work, I jumped on it, and I was probably forced to make the decision. But to take nothing away from that, I'm super excited. I was excited. I still am, and I'm really enjoying being back. So.
Yeah, that's great. And coming back into it, you've actually taken a roll up with the new Old Collegians Netball Club. Can you just explain a little bit about that and what you do with the girls?
Yeah, so I knew it was kind of up and coming last year, and this was before I knew I was back at the club, and I suppose a few people at the club have helped me out a lot over the time, and I wanted to give something back. I'm no expert by any means. I'm not trying to suggest that I am, but my experience at the indoor cricket arena with netball, having played a fair bit of netball myself actually, and obviously it's pretty well known that Sam is a state captain. So having been around that culture, I thought I might put my hand up and volunteer, and I didn't actually probably expect to take on the role that I have, but as it turns out, no one else volunteered, so I've kind of become the president without becoming. Simon, I think, is still officially overseeing it, but I've kind of taken the lead on that.
So can you just give us an update on how the girls have been going this season? So far we've heard that they've been smashing teams. Has that changed? Have they changed divisions, or is that going to continue just dominance all across the grades?
Yeah. Look, I definitely hope we continue to dominate. That's the idea. But no, we actually had our first loss on the weekend, last Saturday, in the B6s. They were the B7s and now the B6s. So they went up a grade and probably weren't quite as ready for it, I suppose. One grade, we probably felt like we wanted to go up a couple. In saying that, we had our first loss. So,
like they always say, better have a loss before the grand final anyway.
Well, that's
still
true.
a long season, but
taking nothing away from the girls, they've been absolutely fantastic across all three grades. We've the A's are undefeated, the B3s are undefeated, and the B6s have lost one game. So I think the B3s had a bye on the weekend, but to be 14 games I think we've played, and to lose one,
that's fantastic.
That's an amazing result. So they've been superb.
Yes, and we will be having an episode with some of the girls from the netball team, so stay tuned for that later in the year. Maddie, your brother Sam, he's the vice captain. How do you feel playing second fiddle to him at the club, being the second best Raymond?
Look, I'm really excited to play with Sammy. I'm great. I think he's a fantastic leader. He's really grown into the role over the last couple of years. I've watched from afar, and now probably a bit more closely, having played with him over the first part of this season. He's been fantastic.
Yes.
I'm really enjoying playing footy with him. I think he's really grown into the role, like I mentioned, and he's become a very, very good leader, something I think will continue for a long time.
Just quickly, favourite movie?
Remember the Titans.
Yeah, cracker. Favourite song?
I enjoy a bit of alternatives. Lord is one of my favourites. Also Ed Sheeran.
Yep, fair enough. Yep. Favourite food?
Pasta.
Pasta? Yeah, before footy on Friday.
Every Friday night, pasta.
Yeah. And can I grab a tip for this weekend?
Yeah, look, I think we should get up. I was speaking to a few of the boys. I think it's a bit of a danger game. Woody South are on a bit of a roll. Looking forward, we probably have the opportunity, a real good opportunity, to be 6-3. I'm not sure when the last time the club was 6-3 at the halfway mark of the year, but one game at a time. We've got Woody South this week, who have won 3 in a row. So, but I'm going to back us in. I'm going to tip us by 4 goals.
No worries. And as we approach the Aqaba, different episode tonight. Favourite shoes?
I got my thongs here.
Beautiful.
And the reason for that is I spend that much time walking around in shoes and kicking the footy and that. I love just wearing my thongs and chilling out.
Beautiful. All right, Matthew Raymond, you've been a pleasure. I look forward to seeing you perform throughout the rest of the year. Good luck with everything, and thank you for being on Yaters Yat.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. All right, next week, Adam William Glenn, the club treasurer. That'll be a big episode, so everyone stay tuned and stay classy. Thanks.
I'm sexy and I know it.